Okay, so in this video, I'm going to go over the policy syllabus grades, contacting others, and the help tab. So again, this is NRG 101. This may look slightly different from the course you're taking, but it should be about the same. So let's go over the policy syllabus and grades tab. So first we click on the syllabus schedule and policies. You'll notice here's a course schedule link. If you click on that, that actually takes you out to a Google document. This is a cloud-based document that you have to be on the internet to access. Okay. And so whatever class you're in, this will, correspond here. I try to lay the schedule out as, as intuitively as possible. Again, your class may be slightly different, but in this case we have 14 weeks, so week 1 through 14. Notice I've color coded each week, so week 1 is grayed out, and then you have 2, 3, 4, etc. The date that class is, so in this case we have a twice a week class. Okay, so it's the date. And then I list what's due at the beginning of class. Okay, so if there's something due at the beginning of class, that means it's due at the beginning of class. So as soon as the class begins, it must be handed in, otherwise it's considered late. And then the course topic, that class period, a lab or activity that we're doing, if we are doing anything. And then if there's something due at the end of the week, it's listed here. And if there's any special notes, I'll maybe populate this if I have to big assignments coming up or something like that. So it should be pretty intuitive. You figure out what date it is. Hopefully you have class on that date. Okay, well, what do I need to know? What do I need to hand in by the beginning of class? It's right here. What am I going to do during class? Here's the topic. What activity am I going to do during class, and then what's due at the end of the week. So it's very, sort of chronological. Beginning of class, during class, after class is over. Okay, so that's pretty intuitive. If I update this, I'll let you know. Syllabus here, you can click on this. You can look through everything. This sort of tells you, the rough outline of what you're going to learn in the class. This course policies portion is really important. It tells you what you need. It tells you the grading breakdown. Okay, you can see right here. It tells you the course policies, so you need to read through these to get through your orientation quiz this week, attendance policy, and so forth. Okay, so this is it sort of tells you everything you need to know about how you're going to be graded and how your grades are going to be calculated. Okay, so if you want to access your grades, most of your grades will be through Blackboard. Just click on My Grades, and if your computer is slow like mine, you wait, and then it lists all of your grades. It tells you when everything is due, and then as you get graded, it'll fill in your grade here. Pretty straightforward there. So labs and so forth. Okay, so if you want to communicate with someone, if you want to send me an email, this is very important. You need to go to the course email tab. You can send anybody in the class an email. You can send a group of students an email. You can send the instructor and other students an email. So you can email everybody by clicking here. If you have groups, you can email here. You can email all the other students if you have a question for them here. All instructors here. And then here's the one I normally use if I want to figure out, okay, I want to email 2 people in the class. It lists everybody in the class here. So if I want to email 2 people, I can just click on one, hold down Control, click another. Okay, see how they're highlighted, and then you click the over arrow, and then you're going to send an email to those 2 people. And then you type in a subject line and your message. Okay, you can do attachments, you can do formatting and all that stuff here. So here's the attachments. Okay, so if you do send anyone a email, you need to send it through class, through this link. This gives you some instructor information. Adobe Connect we won't use very often, but this is an online meeting platform. I will let you know if that's something that we end up doing. Okay, so then we have a help tab here, learning support. So there's a few things here. Delaware Tech is very good about providing support. We have a lot of on-campus resources. They're all listed here. A lot of resources for students. Feel free to look through those. Also very helpful, we have Blackboard Help. So Blackboard's our course management system. There's all kinds of stuff here. Blackboard Student Help is a really good tab. Here's some video tutorials. If you're having trouble with Blackboard, you can actually submit a request for help. There's all kinds of stuff here. And help is, there's campus help desks on each of our campuses. There's some frequently asked questions. And note that you have, this is really important, you have 24/7 help. A 1-800 or a toll-free number. You can also email at any time. So this is really helpful. If you're having any trouble with the technology side of Blackboard, this is not for anything, any course content, but if you're having trouble with Blackboard itself, feel free. Please use our resources by all means. Okay, so that covers all the tabs, and thank you for watching.